Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a database in the iPage vDeck control panel system. Databases are very useful if you're planning to use a system like WordPress, ZenCart, Zen Gallery, any sort of photo gallery that needs a database, shopping carts, OS Commerce, etc. All these applications require a database in order to store their information. So what I'm going to show you is how to create a database. If you want to log into your control panel and start with this icon here, MySQL database. You just click on it. And that's going to open up the MySQL database management system. So in this system, I currently do not have any databases created. The managed database system has several icons. You see this one here is for add a database. This refreshes the screen, so in case your brand new database isn't showing up, or if you've deleted a database and it's not showing deleted, you can refresh the area and it will show up. So let's go ahead and create a database. You simply click add a database, and now we need to name our database. Okay, I'm going to give it a random name. Database names cannot have special symbols, spaces, letters and numbers. Don't use any capitalized letters. Just name it something simple that you can remember though, because when you set up your application, you're going to need to remember the name of your database, the username for your database, and the password for your database. So you can see here that I've created a database name, a database username, and I've created a password. I'm going to go down here where it says add database, and it tells me that my database has been created, and I can see my database right here. I've got the information here for my database. It tells me here's my username that I had created earlier, test user. I've got access to PHP MyAdmin. That'll be important. I'm going to show you about PHP MyAdmin later. Generate code. This is really great. This generate code button helps anyone out if you're just learning, Perl, PHP, or Python. It'll automatically create the code for you. For anybody who's using an application such as WordPress or ZenPhoto, the system will do it for you during the installation process of your application, so you don't need to worry about getting the snippet of code. But in the event that you do want to use it, they've got all that information right there. It's pretty nifty. If you ever forget your server name, because when you are setting up an application, you will need the server name. You will need your database name, and you will need your database username, and as I said, your password, so don't forget what your password is. Alrighty. In the event that I want to change the privileges for the user, I can do that. That's an advanced function. You probably won't use that. If I want to change my password, maybe I've forgotten what the password to my database is, I can go ahead and click on this, change password, and it allows me to simply create a new password for the database. I don't even have to remember what the old one was. And if I ever want to delete this user account, I can do that. You'll see up here there's some information. It tells me what version of MySQL I'm running. Sometimes that's important. Applications sometimes require a particular version. It again tells me what my server name is. Alright, and here it's not really very visible tells me how many databases I have. I believe I'm supposed to have unlimited, but that information doesn't show. So I've selected this database. I can add another user to this database if I wish to, or I can drop the database, which means delete it. So if I have a database in there that I'm not using anymore, I can go ahead and delete it. You'll notice that in this managed system there's also a backup section. So you can go in here and you can schedule a backup of your database. Okay. So you select the database, and it tells me that I currently have no available backups. That's okay. The system will automatically create backups of the database. We just added it, so obviously there's no reason to create a backup of it. But in the event that we do wish to schedule a backup, we can click here and we can go in and find the information for how to download our database backup. Okay. As I said, there's nothing in our database right now, so no reason to back it up. And I will show you another method of backing up the database using PHP MyAdmin in another video.